Hi, this is Mrs. Stein explaining how to do your RRJ 4 for the upcoming week. I want to remind you to make sure that you're filling this out, set a goal for your reading, and try to keep track of the pages that you've read this week. As always, your first box, you're going to keep track of what you're doing during silent reading time. So right over here, a 3 to 4 sentence long, clear, concise summary of what you've read with punctuation. Some of you guys are struggling with that. Where you get tripped up are the responses and quotes. Don't forget these are partners, taken directly from the story with the page number. If you don't have that page number, you lose points. These responses are very important that they go with the text evidence. Pay attention to each day's directions. It should match up. This week, we're talking about the protagonist and antagonist of the story and comparing and contrasting them. Remember, the protagonist is the central character. The antagonist is the opposing character or force that goes against that character. You can think of it like good guy, bad guy, but it really depends on who's telling the story. So on Monday, who's the protagonist of your book? How do you know that? How can you tell that the author wants you to root for the character? I've put the question right down here in Monday's box too, so you can look right in Monday's box and see what do I have to do on Monday. Oh, I have to find who the protagonist is? That means this quote with page number better be talking about the protagonist. On Tuesday, who's the antagonist of your book? How do you know that? How can you tell that the author wants you to root against that character? And again, make sure these two partner up. On Wednesday, you're going to compare and contrast the protagonist and antagonist of your book. How are they alike? How are they different? You should have about 3 things for each. How are they alike and how are they different? On Thursday, compare and contrast the protagonist of the book that you're reading right now to any other book you've read. How are they alike? How are they different? For example, if I was going to compare and contrast Percy Jackson, the protagonist of The Lightning Thief, to Harry Potter, the protagonist of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, I would talk about how they're both teenage boys that have to go on a quest to try to save their friends. And then I could talk about how they're different, where Percy Jackson is a demigod and Harry Potter is just a mortal. He's an orphan. Percy Jackson still has his mom. Harry Potter can do magic. So can Percy Jackson. So that's what I would do there. On Friday, you're just doing the same thing but with the antagonist. Compare and contrast the antagonist of the book that you're reading right now to another book you've read. How are they alike? How are they different? And you should try to have about 3 things. Make sure. Hope I said that enough. Make sure you save your file correctly. Your class period, dot, RRJ4, dot, and your name. Guys, if you don't start doing this, you're going to lose your files. So you're going to get 5 bonus points, 5 extra credit, which I don't give very often, if you save your file correctly. I'm not going to announce this in class. It's going to be I saw the video and noticed this. Make sure you save your file correctly. If you do, you're going to earn 5 bonus points. And that's how to do RRJ4.